Hi, and welcome to the Crochet and Knit Connection. Today we're going to be talking about bamboo, um, mohair, and also cashmere yarn fibers. So, before we get started, we'll do some chit chatting and then we'll get into today's topic. I'm not sure Shatika is still here, but if you are, welcome, Shatika. How are you doing today? And anyone joining in, let me know that you're here. Let me know how your day's going, what you have planned for the weekend, also what you're currently working on. I also want to take this time to welcome those that will be watching on replay. And if you do watch the replay, please leave a comment, let me know, and feel free to comment on what we talk about today. So, anyway, I am feeling really tired this morning. It's one of those days where I think I need maybe two pots of coffee. Now I just had my one cup today. But yeah, I am having trouble being perky today. Let's see, we have Bryn Michelle here with Who the Knitter. How are you today? Yay, you made another live. Yay. Um, what are your plans for the weekend? And what are you working on? And we have Sonia. Hi, Sonia. She just got home from the farmer's market. She needs to finish an order today. And Tank's here. Howdy, howdy, Tank. Yeah, let me know what y'all plans are for the weekend, what y'all are working on. Um, so one thing that I've started doing. Well, Frank got on me Thursday about not being active enough. So the next morning, guess what I did? The moment that he started getting out of bed, I was like, "Come on, let's go walk." So now that's becoming our morning thing where we're starting to go walk in the morning, and I'm sore from that. But I'm going to just keep building myself up. Let's see. Brim Michelle says, just got back from my appointment. Oh, apartment pool, I think she means today. Relaxing today by the pool tomorrow too. Ooh, can I go join you? That sounds so relaxing. And we have Kel here. How are you? She's up early enough to catch my live. Yay! And Sonia says church tomorrow and game night is tonight. Nice. Yeah, Tank, it is a good habit. I was like, you gonna talk about me being more active? I'm making you join me. Poor biscuit. But that is what we're trying to start doing. And another thing too, I may start this week. I don't know yet, but I'm thinking about doing like a morning live with me and the biscuit together and just kind of chit chat, drink some coffee together. Um, it may be kind of a more impromptu live when I do it. I'm not sure yet, or I may have it set for where I do it at least one day a week, and then there may be times we may pop up in the morning. I don't know. We're still kind of figuring stuff out with that idea. Kel says, you guys have been busy. I'm still drinking coffee. I got my water in front of me. Bray Michelle says, I get wore out just walking to and from the pool. Yeah, I'm in bad shape. I'm like, oh gee. Um, but like I said, I'm gonna build myself up slowly, and I'll get there slowly but surely. Let's Tank says you can always stop if you don't like it. Yeah, but I need to be more active because that is one thing that my doctor wants to see me doing, and because I had started exercising a couple of days, and then I got off track. So now I'm trying to get back into it, and now once it gets hotter, I'll probably just exercise indoors. Me and the heat don't get along. Hi, Chris. How are you today? Chris is working on another tank top, combining filet and Tunisian crochet. Ooh, I'd love to see it when you're done. Send me pictures. Yeah, and don't forget, send me y'all pictures of y'all finished makes. The next finished projects video is gonna be June 15th. So get y'all pictures in for that, so I can show off all y'all beautiful makes. Let's see, we also have Deborah here and Antoinette. How are y'all doing, and what are y'all working on? What is everyone's plans for the weekend? Let's see. Kel says she'd probably drive to the pool. But I think she said it was an apartment pool, and a lot of times you can't really drive to it. You gotta walk. Let's see. Tank says it's hard for me to walk to the car. I take my time doing groceries. Yeah, because really, like starting off, I'm not walking for. I'm just gonna keep building myself up. I'll probably increase my distance after it's been a week. Yeah, I guess you can say it's afternoon. Tank says, I mean the morning biscuit show. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. You see, I kind of figure me and him could go for our morning walk and then like make our coffee and sit outside and do a little live, like 30 to 45 minutes. That's what I'm thinking. But I also I'm trying to make sure I know um Barbara with Crochet Therapy's live spots because I really don't want to overlap with her. So, because I know she goes morning, I think a lot of times around 7. But I think I'm going to call it Coffee, Connie, and the Biscuit. Yeah, Antoinette's been sending me a lot of pictures of her beautiful makes lately. Yes. Tank says it's almost her nap time. Yeah, after today's live, I want to work on my top design because I'm really hoping I can get that finished in time of the deadline for Bob's contest. Hi Cheryl, how are you? And what are you currently working on? And what are your plans for the weekend? Deborah says she drives to her community pool. It's 1.5 miles away, 2 4. Let's see. Antoinette's currently doing a simple rectangular wrap out of some dyed yarn from Thrift. Of course, I'll send pics. Ooh, awesome. And Thrift makes some beautiful hand dyed yarns. Oh, I'm sorry, Kelly. Kelly says her back has gotten so bad I can barely walk to the kitchen. And Tank says I can walk, but after about 20 steps, I can't breathe. Aw. And Kel's working on a moss stitch square, but frogged it about 20 times because it just wasn't looking right. Yeah, what was it? I think it was Friday. I was working on my top. And how I had my notes, whenever I first started doing the first panel, I thought I would be doing like, so many stitches from the cast on. And whenever I did that, it was too big. So I had to play around and find, I kind of looked at other patterns, what they suggested for cast ons. And I kind of just had to play around and get the right feel for the cast on. But the thing is, I had written in my notes cast on the original number I tried, and I'd never scratched it out. And then I did some math at the bottom of the page of my notes, which had the correct cast on, but I didn't label it to that it was the cast on. At the time, I was thinking, oh, I'll remember. So when I started the second panel, I did the wrong cast on. And I kept thinking that, it seemed like the rows were taking longer to do. And then whenever I kind of like wrapped it around, I was like, this looks big. I mean, you combine the two panels, and then I compared the two and I realized, oops. And I'm like, what was the cast on? So I'm counting my stitches on the first panel to figure it out. And I was like, and then I see afterwards, yeah, there it is written down. But I had to frog all that work, a whole day's worth of work. Let's see, Tank is making a shawl with latte cakes and a strand of misty nights in it. Ooh, pretty. Those are some pretty yarns. Yeah, Antoinette don't like frogging. I think we all hate frogging. Let's see, Cheryl's doing better. Oh, awesome. And she got a cardigan on her hook for the bod contest. And I'm finally finishing the test pattern for Anita. Ooh. Cal is finishing up a gorgeous baby blanket I made using moss stitch for my grandbaby, getting ready to put on the border. Ooh. Let's see. Deborah says I've got some chunky. Hold up. The chat jumped on me. She got some chunky yarn I'd like to put into a cowl or scarf. And she's looking for suggestions. She has about 340 yards. See, the thing is, I don't do much with chunky yarns. The only thing I can kind of recommend, you can go into Ravelry. Watch, I'll pull it up for you real quick what to do to search on Ravelry. Okay, do a search for scarf. See where the filters are to the left. Click on crochet for the craft. I'm going to click on free pattern. Okay, bulky yarn. I'm clicking on that. And you said you had about 340 yards. I'll go with 300. I did 150 to 300 yards for the yardage. And you see right here are a bunch of patterns with suggestions. And I'm going to copy and paste that in the chat for you. See, I love the filters on Ravelry. Antoinette's suggesting the V-stitch. Gayle says she almost named her channel Crochet Frog Repeat. That's funny. Oh, those latte cakes is called Kissy Kissy. Woo, la la. It's a pale neutral color, but oh, how beautiful. Deborah says, I don't either. My first time using, I've done a beanie. Brim Michelle says, I know how getting groceries too. I have 8 steps to go up to my floor too. Oh yeah, like when we do our grocery shopping, it's like getting everything in the house, unload it. And the funny thing is I used to do that like it was nothing. You're welcome. Oh yeah, I love Ravelry. See, I've never tried Walmart's delivery. We tend to do the pickup. Tank hates grocery shopping. Oh, hey, Charity and Jay, how are y'all doing? What are y'all working on? Any plans for the weekend? Kel says her son's been cleaning out her garage and found 2 sets of her circular knitting needles. Now trying to pick something to knit. It's been a while. Yeah, I'm ready to get back to doing some knitting. Because since I started that tank, and really I think even kind of before, I hadn't been working on anything knitted. Tank says they don't deliver in the woods. See, I don't know if they deliver in my area or not. Tank goes to Aldi or however you say it. We don't have one. Bryn Michelle does the Walmart pickup too. Eventually she'll have to do delivery, but for now pickup is okay. Charity's been working on the house. Her mother-in-law will be visiting soon, sometime after June 12th. Oh, I hope y'all have a good visit. Tank says they have handicap parking near the door at Aldi. Deborah hasn't had good luck with Walmart pickup. Now, a few things I do want to mention. I do have some new videos that I've put out the last few days. I have 2 new videos to do with like weight loss motivational type thing. I did a video on basically showing what all you can do on my Fitness Pal and how to use it. And that video actually shows up on my live tab because I use StreamYard to film it so I can navigate on the website. I just find like pulling up a website is so much easier on StreamYard and stuff. So I did it initially as a private live, and then I changed it to public. So It's kind of in a weird spot, but it is in the playlist that I have for the weight loss motivational type videos. And then I did another one on some of the groceries I buy. And like I said, I have a playlist that I'm putting all those type of videos in. I think I called it weight loss motivational videos. Then I did a new hot off the hook video where I share the progress on the tank I'm designing, which is hopefully going to be for Bod's contest. And also, um, it is going to be one of my makes for my weight loss make alone because I'm doing it in a smaller size than what I'm currently wearing. And I also did a video um for New Craft Day, which they have like a lot of nice diamond paintings, good selection. And I'll probably be filming some new videos tomorrow that will be going out this coming week. And I'll probably have a video coming out tomorrow. So let's see. Tank says Walmart gives the worst veggies and the oldest meats. And you know what's funny? We have better luck with Walmart than a lot of the other grocery stores with like fruits and veggies because I find that when I buy elsewhere, they go bad so quickly. But like our town, we basically have Walmart, Super One, which isn't that big of a store, but it is bigger than what they used to be since they changed buildings. And then we have Champons, which is small. It's kind of like a Piggly Wiggly, basically. Chris says, um, my Aldi now has curbside too. Antoinette says, I've had good luck with fresh veggies. Must be a Louisiana thing then. I don't buy meats at Wally unless it's prepackaged, like like homeless, etc. I go to a mom and pop for meat. Oh, she meant Hormel. I was wondering, like, what's homeless meat? Tank says when you do curbside, they give the older stuff. Kel says I prefer going to our local butcher, and believe it or not, it's actually cheaper than Walmart. Everyone's laughing about the homeless meat. Yeah, Cheryl, I have bounced back. Like I said, I'm feeling so much better than what I have in a long time. You know, I have more energy now. Granted, today not as much because, like I said, I felt tired, but I think a lot of that's because, like I said, me and Frank started doing the walking, and my body's adjusting. Tank says we live in Amish country, so the meat houses are expensive. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get started on today's topic. So we're going to be talking about bamboo yarn fibers, cashmere, and also mohair. And I'm curious, have y'all used bamboo yarn before? And what brands have y'all used for bamboo? And what have y'all made with it? So I'll let y'all put that information in the chat as I talk about the qualities of bamboo. Bamboo is lightweight and breathable. It's non-allergenic. So it's a good like substitute for those that are allergic to wool. And it's reported to be antibacterial. It's environmentally friendly. It's not as warm as some of the other fibers are. It's less durable. It can be expensive. It's typically used in lightweight projects to create cool, breathable summer clothing. It's incredibly soft and it's more absorbent than cotton. And like me, I've never tried it, and I don't think I have any in my yarn stash, but I do find it always looks beautiful whenever I look at yarns online. And I have kind of been like, ooh. And I think True Boo is one of the most common ones that use bamboo. All right, let's see what everyone's saying. Kel says she thinks she's going to get a membership to the Y so she can go swim a few times a week. I lost so much weight swimming during lockdown because I had a pool at the time. It's great low impact exercise. See, I used like where I used to work back when I lived in Homa, I had a free membership to the Y. And I used to always do like the step aerobics classes. I love step aerobics. And gee, I wish I could move like how I did back then. Okay, Deborah says she has never used bamboo. Antoinette's never used, oh, I'm sorry. She's never used bamboo yet, but she does want to try it. Cheryl says I've used bamboo to make a hat and to make a shawl. Don't recall the brands from a now closed local yarn store. Ooh, you know what? I'm thinking like if y'all made makes with the yarn fibers talk today, I would love to see y'all pictures. And I can include them in the next finished projects video, even though they're not, probably not recent makes. But I still like, I'm curious, like, what have you made with these type of yarns? Especially since like I've never used that type before. I just want to see what y'all makes look like. So yeah, email me y'all makes of the yarn fibers that we talk about today. Bessie Kell says I'm trying to use True Boo for chemo caps, but I really don't care for working with it. So you find it's harder to work with, Kel? Tank says I don't like the feel of bamboo. See, like looking at it, it looks like it would be so soft. Kel says the True Boo feels very silky. Tank finds it feels limp, and it was Kaboo. See, Kaboo is one that I've been curious about. Because I the Kubu yarn a lot. when I'm drooling over yarn. Let's see, we have Gloria and Paula that joined us. How are y'all doing today? Any plans for the weekend? And what are y'all currently working on? Let's see, Chris says, I love bamboo mixes, especially bamboo silk, but slick. Ooh. Kel says, I feel like maybe knitting with Truboo may be easier. Cheryl says, the two kinds I used were so soft and silky, worked up easily. And we also have Joy that joined us. Let me know what you're working on. And it sounds like you're swimming or have been swimming or plan to swim. Ooh, fun. Yeah, I would love to be like in some form of body of water swimming. All right. So now I'm going to move it on to talking about cashmere. And I really am curious if y'all have ever used cashmere yarn. And what have y'all made with it? I know, like me, I've never used it. I would love the experience too. And I'm almost positive I don't have any cashmere in my yarn stash. But with cashmere, it's soft, luxurious, and non-irritating. It's warm and highly insulating. It gets softer with wear. It's very expensive. Pure cashmere yarns are rare. And that's one thing. Have any of you actually ever used pure cashmere? I'm curious about that. It's weaker than other animal fibers. It's prone to piling or pilling. All right. It's soft and fluffy to the touch. Kel, we're talking about cashmere yarn fiber. It's incredibly fine. And I find this is very interesting. It's basically combed and collected from the undercoat of cashmere goats in South Asia, which only shed once a year. It can take the fibers of up to 4 goats to yield the yarn for a knitted sweater. It isn't as breathable as other animal yarn fiber types, and it's best to dry clean makes used with cashmere. I'm sorry, cashmere. I'm getting tongue tied. All right. So Gloria says she's doing good, just crocheting all day, working on this voguish poncho still. Ooh, I'd love it if you send a picture when you finish it. I can include it in my finished projects video, show off your beautiful make. um, that's my plans after the live. Work on my top design. Ooh, Paula says she lives in New York. What part of New York? Do you live in New York City? Let's see, we have Teresa that joined us. And I think there was someone else. Oh, Nisi joined us. I thought I saw someone else. I might be mistaken. But how are y'all doing? What are y'all working on? Any plans for the weekend? Kel's saying it could be that True Boo is too lightweight for me. I wonder if they have a bigger weight. I don't think they do. I think it's... Isn't, I want to say, isn't it a 4-weight yarn? Okay, so when it comes to cashmere, Deborah says no, too expensive for my experience level. Antoinette says no cashmere here either. Ooh, Cheryl says I used a cake of gifted cashmere blend one time. She said, man, I love that stuff. What was it like to work with and what did you make? And I would love to see a picture of it if you could take a picture or I don't know if you still have what you made or... Okay, Teresa says no. Kel says she's never tried cashmere either. Yep, that is why it's so expensive, because it takes forever for them to shed shed, and then it takes a lot, you know. I mean, to make a knitted sweater for 4 goats, that's... Oh, Chris says cashmere makes me sneeze just like wool. Joy says it would be nice, but too boogie for me. Or bougie. Oh, Frank says bourgeois. Antoinette says no wonder it's so pricey. Yep. But I would love to try it though. Ooh, I mean, I could just imagine like knitting like a pretty shawl with it. Kel says she would love to have a cashmere cardigan though. Ooh, that would be pretty. Okay, Paula's from Windham, New York. Yeah, I'm from Louisiana, the boot state. No, I've never used Yak, Chris. Joy says outside on phone, hard to see the screen. Chris is saying there's new boot now available for yarn weight. I think that might be a typo. Let's see, we have Christy here. Hi, Christy. How are you? What are you working on? And what are your plans for the weekend? Kel says she wants to get an Addy or Centro, but not sure if you can use Trubu or Cotton with one of them. I'm not sure. I mean, I would think you could, but I've never used a knitting machine. I always hand knit. Oh, Cheryl says she don't have the item still. It was a crocheted shawl. It was nice, soft, and draped beautifully. Oh, I'm just drooling hearing about it. Oh, hi, Lisa. How are you? What are you working on? And what are your plans for the weekend? Teresa says, I'm working on a knit blanket for our 3rd grandbaby we expect. Ooh, congrats. It's the Googly Eye Gator from book 60 Quick Baby Blankets to Knit. Ooh, I'd love to see it when you finish. Oh, Paula used to live in Louisiana, Bogalusa. Yeah, I'm originally from Homa. Now I live in Eunice. Christy says, I am working on a craft item for Deanna from D's Creative Hands Crochet channel. Ooh. Okay, Kella's asking how New Boo is different. Oh, hi, Dawn. Oh, welcome to my live. How are you doing today? What are you working on? Any plans for the weekend? Oh, Lisa, I'm sorry. She says she's in too much pain. Ooh, Jay says, got my first commission for 5 bags by Christmas. Ooh. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so it is a heavier weight yarn. Okay. All right. And the last yarn fiber we're going to talk about today is mohair. And have y'all used mohair? If so, what have you made with it? Do you like working with it? I'm not sure if I have or not. There's probably a good chance I have something mohair in my yarn stash. But mohair, it's fluffy, warm, and soft. It's strong and highly durable. It's shiny and glossy in appearance. It's elastic and absorbent. It's more expensive than wool. Yeah, we're going over the expensive yarns today. It can be irritating to the skin. It has a fuzzy texture but can be hard to work with. And do y'all find that it's hard to work with? And it's often held double with other fibers to add weight and tensile strength. And it's an animal fiber produced from the hair of Angora goats. It's great for sweaters and scarves. And it can be easily dyed into lots of different colors. And it's quite expensive. Let's see. Let me see where I left off. Okay, Teresa's worked with it and she likes it. Ooh. And like I said, if y'all can take pictures of the makes that y'all made with the yarn fibers discussed today, send them in and I'll include them in the next finished projects video. Cheryl says, no mohair, just the fake stuff. Chris says, yep, with the sneeze. Antoinette says, nope, or mohair, but I don't think I would care for it because it has so much halo. And Dawn says, about knitting machines, they don't recommend cotton or yarns that doesn't have some stretch to it. However, I have used Trubu on the Jamit, and it worked out good for me. There's a live on my channel. Okay. Thanks for giving us your input on that. Dawn says, I'm listening and having breakfast, going to work on the chevron baby blanket I'm crocheting. Ooh, nice. So what are you having for breakfast? I had a strawberry yogurt, the no sugar type, with some bananas in it. Let's see. Kel says, never tried mohair either. Teresa says she uses it with other fibers. So what other fibers have you used it with, Teresa? Chris says does not frog well. Yeah, some yarns can be difficult to frog. Let's see. Cheryl says with halo yarns, they frog easier. If you dampen the yarn and go slow, sometimes I will cut the halo if it gets, I guess if it gets stuck. Yeah, that's the one bad thing with certain yarns. It wants to get stuck. Let's see. Chris is saying topic hair versus fur fiber yarns. I have to look into that because I want to cover a lot more like to do with the yarn fibers. Because I had started doing, because I know I talked about, I think, silk in a previous live and cotton. That's been quite a while back. I think holidays started hitting, and usually around holidays, I like to talk about holiday stuff more and share a bunch of holiday patterns. Lisa says, I have never used it, but when you make a hat or a shawl, it is beautiful. Deborah says, no mohair here either. Yeah, and I am curious, like those that will watch the replay, if some of them have ever used these fibers and their experiences with them. Okay, Teresa says merino wool and a finger weight matching colors really add a nice touch to amigurumi animals. Ooh. Yeah, amigurumis are really fun to make. So, so does anyone else have anything they want to add when it comes to um bamboo, mohair, and cashmere yarn fibers? Kel says I have some baby alpaca. It was gifted. It's soft, but I find the halo to be irritating. But yeah, because like I said, I haven't had experience using the bamboo and the oh my mind's going the cashmere. So it's not like I can really share my experiences with it. Mohair, I'm not sure. Let's see. Kel said I found some baby alpaca. I'm making a throw and it's so soft. Ooh. Dawn's new to these type of fibers and here to learn. Yeah, like I said, every first Saturday of the month, I plan to do like informative lives, educational type, and I'll be getting more into different yarn fibers on those lives. And I do my live Saturday at 12:30. See, the first Saturday, like I said, it's the educational informative. The second one is my weigh in with Connie, which is for those that are looking for motivation and want to lose weight type thing. Um, the third Saturday will typically be patterns, sharing patterns. And then the last Saturday, I'm sorry, the fourth Saturday. And if there's a fifth Saturday of the month, then it's Coffee with Connie, where I have a guest star and we talk about different, some form of a topic to do with yarn, crochet, or knitting. And I'm probably going to be starting to do like a morning live, which will just kind of be me and my husband, Frank the Biscuit, just kind of chit-chatting and, drinking coffee together. Let's see. Dawn says acrylic is my first love to work with. Yeah, like acrylic has its, its purpose and all. And there's some beautiful acrylic yarns. I find like, especially like more your super saver, it's good for like amigurumis. Let's see, Kel says she only has one tiny skein, and that's why I was trying to find some that's affordable. Love Crafts only has 2 colors left, but $2.50 is a great price. Ooh. And it looks like Knit Picks has had some sales recently. Chris finds that bamboo is a lovely wool alternative for her. Ooh. But yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to mention to y'all before wrapping things up. But I think I basically covered everything. But I don't know about y'all, but I know I tend to feel like I'm forgetting something. But I really can't think of anything. So I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up. Granny D will be going live at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. So go alien invade her. Tell her Connie sent y'all. And I'm going to go ahead and play my little closing video. And then we'll say our goodbyes. Oops, wrong tab. Kel, I know Granny D goes live in about, let's see, in about 35 minutes. I don't know if anyone else is live right now. All right, so I hope y'all all have a fabulous journey day. Be the light and bye.